Hello, hello, hello everyone. Hello Indie Club Live. Hello Florinel. Hello NGS Nick. For some reason that's all I can see right now in the chat. I don't know if the viewer names get updated real time. Okay, so I got Nick in there. Florinel, hello, hello. I'm using the Streamlabs chap bot because he's also a chap, not just a bot. The Streamlabs chat bot. And I did notice it does have a bit of lag, so sorry if I didn't shout out your name, but you're in the stream already. I'll probably do that in the next 30 seconds. So, my dear friends, today was and still is an eventful day. Croatia is playing against Russia, so let us send our best thoughts and hopes for Dr. Drogi, because he's a massive supporter of the Croatian team. And also, I had the supreme ultimate pleasure of attending a full-day conference at Algebra University, hosted by Alex Scully. She's the global design thinking leader. It's a teaching and work approach originating from Stanford University, and we had at Algebra the opportunity to hear her talk, go through trainings with her, etc. So the day was good, my friends. The day was very good. I also would like to show something to Nick, but also to everyone else interested in speeding up their learning process. So ignore the mess on my desk, but check this out, folks. I would have to thank Nick for this, for the Lightshot link with Unreal Engine 4 hotkeys. I've actually put them on my desk, and I will actually start marking what I am doing already, what I am using already, and what I want to improve. So open documentation F1. I know how to find it. I didn't use it because I don't need to. The zoom with the scroll wheel, this one. Translate, yes, rotate and scale. Next transform. I don't use spacebar. I don't know if I need it. I do use the common commands like copy, cut, paste, duplicate, delete. Let's see what else. Undo, redo, select all, rename. I would like to use this one, so I'll just put a tiny red ball to it. I do use the view modes, actually more than we have here. So lit, unlit, and wireframe. I am not using yet focus on selection, and I could improve that. Grid size, decrement and increment, which is shift plus brackets. I would like to also use these ones. So I just found 4 shortcut keys I would like to use more and more. And I will actually start practicing, there we go, start practicing with them until I get them right. So focus on selection F. This is going to be a hard one because I'm super used from years and years and years of 3D Studio Max to use Z to focus on selection. It's going to be a habit so hard to break, so hard. But I'll try my best. Nick, the event wasn't recorded as it was an internal teachers only event organized by the university. So they actually have a yearly event called Trainer Talks, when Algebra University, the biggest and the best private university here in Croatia, brings in the best of the best in terms of teaching, academia, processes, methodology to further boost the teachers' experience and knowledge. And it was a day packed with workshops, talks, everything. It was amazing. It was amazing. Anyway, enough with me blabbing and yapping about. Today I will also keep it a bit short. So let me just prepare the schedule all together. There we go. The classical 10-15 minutes warm-up, just to say hello to everyone, like Fayots. Fayots. I hope I got that right. Hello, Fayots. And to Jenko. Hello, Jenko. Welcome to the stream. Roberto is in the house, in the warm-up. Hello, Roberto. Glad to have you back. Yes, that's why I like private schooling, I guess, Nick, because I've seen how much these people reinvest. So at least this university, and that's why they're the best, don't just sell courses to students to make money and be happy. They're actually reinvesting so much of their income. They have a startup accelerator, which they fund from the money from the university, where they try to attract the students with their projects. So it's amazing. Okay, so I'll still yap on about for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes at most, because we don't have a lot of time today. Then for 45 minutes, we're gonna go back on working on the project. 10 minutes, we'll do some recapping Q&As, and the last 5 minutes will be closing. So sorry that today I'm gonna keep it a bit shorter, yes, but Irina made the proposition I couldn't possibly refuse. We'll go out for kebabs afterwards at Ali Kebaba, which is like the best kebab ever. And Roberto decided to officially start streaming his game production. I'm super glad for you, Roberto. And remember, in our Discord channel, we have a special group, a special, I don't know how to call it, text channel. So in our Levels and Map Discord, we have a text channel called Going Live, where I invite you to plug in your bot. Indie Club Live went for a 40-kilometer bike ride and can't think straight now. Well, Indy, I'm pretty sure you might be okay with thinking straight, but I'm also positively convinced you cannot stand up straight right now. Okay, and yes, indeed, the invite is of course open to you as well. So everyone who's streaming, and you know what, I'll actually mention you right now in the respective channel. So at Indy and at Roberto Oink. Please feel free in that Going Live sub channel, plug in your bots if you'll use bots to announce where you are when you are streaming. This way people can mute that channel if they don't want to get the notifies, or they can just browse it and see who's streaming at that time. Oh yes, Roberto, I know. Developer life, man. Going to the gym or doing anything. Okay, so I think we're like 2 minutes away from actually starting. Here's a funny thing. Here's a very, very funny thing. This talk today I've been to reminded me a bit about who I am and how I work. And first of all, I would like to apologize to the viewers for the past 2 episodes. They weren't necessarily my best form as a developer and with the development style I used. I strayed away from the promise I made, the fact that we will use red, green, blue development styles, and I actually spent way too much time on a single feature, taking it into the blue zone already, so making it perfect, highly optimized, etc. Yes, we all did have the occasion to learn the best practices. Yes, Roberto, we had help and actually ended up using the method you were proposing with the timeline, but that was so untrue and so not like me. In the past 13 years already, because Irina just updated me a few days ago. She looked over the numbers, and she said she noticed I'm now a professional game developer for more than 13 years officially. Yes, Roberto, not only will I show you the blueprint, but we'll continue a bit and apply the same logic to the rotation. Spot on with using timeline. We were missing a few pieces from the puzzle, but we got there. But the idea is, folks, in 13 plus years of game development, I have never, or very rarely, in my weakest times and in my worst periods as a game developer, I have never spent so much time on a feature. The goal is, and what I'm trying to transmit to you, and what the workshops with Alex Scully, the PhD professor from Stanford, were all about. The philosophy, if you'd like, Facebook used for a while. Move fast and break things. At this point, I'm sorry for all of you, the viewers, for spending 2 episodes of a meaningful, I hope, stream just fiddling with a single component. The internet is already filled with resources me, you, or everyone else can access, of how to do things good, or how to do things better, or how to take things in the blue zone. What I'm trying to show with these streams is more how to work on a project fast enough so you see results, so you can start testing it, so you can start using it in a meaningful way, instead of showing you how to continuously fiddle with the same blueprint component. Again, my career so far has been dominated by rapid iterative prototypes and working in fast-paced production cycles. Hello, Florinel. Roberto, of course, I'm glad it's not a problem. And at the same time, I promise we'll schedule from time to time optimization passes. So we'll announce it with 1 week before, because I would like to connect with everyone who knows how to optimize whatever blueprints we create, like Roberto, like Dr. Drogi, like Nick. And maybe if you're feeling up for it, this shout out goes especially for Roberto, who's a bit more of an extrovert, we can merge our powers together. We get a webcam call, maybe we stream either on my stream or your stream, we'll figure it out. And we'll then focus just on optimizing and making sure we're super efficient. And thank you very much, Indie Club Live. You know what? I will not click the link now, or actually no, I will click the link now, but we won't read it during the stream because we are out of our 15 minutes of warm-up. So, without further ado, let's transition to our first-person puzzle. And thank you very much, Indie Club Live. Towards a comprehensive model of mediating frustration in video games is exactly what me and Nick, what Nick so far, and I just jumped aboard like 2 or 3 weeks ago, with his project The Cube, are actually researching. And Indy, I totally agree with what you said when we talked in private after playing Nick's game. That game doesn't need to be toned down, made easier. That game needs to be fair, but exactly as it is right now. So that's what we're working on right now, keeping it accessible though and fair, not frustrating just for the sake of frustration, but frustrating because the player needs to understand he should improve. So the article you found from David Melhart will definitely help us improve our approach and make the game even better. Okay, let's get back to our business. So let's see what we're doing today. We should actually first let's mark the stuff we already did. We are showing feedback when interaction is possible. I saw it happen. Customizable parameters in details window. This is where we're at. So we're halfway into this, and you know what? I'll just put everything on red for now, and maybe some possible upgrades later for today. I'll try as much as possible to close up everything today with this press input to interact feature, because we did lose quite a lot of time with it. And no matter how more polished we take it from here on, we're not actually bringing a lot of value to our prototype game. Remember, we haven't even tested a level or two in the game. So right now we're just having an Uber developed feature and everything else is really down. But let's finish it at least to give it as much functionality as possible, and we'll see what else we can do. I did clickbait a bit, and I'm sorry about that, by saying we'll set up the SVN today, but I realized I can't do this on stream because with my potato internet, if I start uploading to the SVN, I'll probably lose the stream upload. So that's why I'll probably record and put it on YouTube. It's the safest bet. Okay, let's see what's going on so far. We have a customizable object, this one, the target object, which can be customized to move in various directions. So now the level designer chooses the axis and the direction that object is moving towards. And Roberto, here's the super simplified blueprint. We did get a lot of help last stream from Dr. Drogi and from Dragon Kings or something. Indie Club Live just subscribed. Dude, you're my first subscriber. That's super awesome, Indian. Thank you very much. We'll play tit for tat on that one. Thank you very much. Now we know the subscription thing works and it notifies, right? And after this stream, I'll start a founders list, which will keep the first 25 subscribers we get. So yeah, welcome to the Founders Club. Have I found a way to control the timeline's keys? Asks NGS Nick. Nick. Well, Nick, no, but by the solution we're using now, we're distorting the timeline. Florinel just subscribed. My guys, you are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You now have shiny stars, and not just that, but my gratitude. Thank you so much. Wow, okay. We have 2 subscribers now. That's amazing. yeah, I forgot to mention the Twitch approved my affiliate status, and thank you so much for this. There you go. There you go. I hope you like the, yes, I hope you like the emote. Let me know, because you're two of the founders. Let me know if you want another emote, whatever. So just let me know. But you are amazing. And hello, Coolie Draws. Welcome back to the stream as well. Wow. Okay. So, to go back to Nick's question, we are tampering with the play rate of the timeline instead of actually meddling with the timeline itself. So the timeline just outputs from 0, I'll actually double click and show you, outputs from 0 to 1 seconds, the value 0 to 1. I forgot the name of, we had a guest, Dragon King something, I forgot his name from last time, but he really helped us out. A very nice guy from Russia. So shout out to him as well. I don't know if he's in here, he's not in here. Anyway, we're setting the play rate by dividing 1 to the number of seconds we want. We might not get the proper result, because let's see, if I'm putting 2 here, so I want it to, yeah, it works actually, because we divide 1, which is the default duration of 1 second, by how many seconds we actually want to make it last, and that converts into the actual rate. Okay, it works, it's a good logic. So we're setting the play rate, we're making just a flip-flop between play from start and reverse from end. And on the update of the timeline, we are actually using a linear interpolate between the start and the end location. Good night, Indy. Thank you so much again for being the first founding bro, not father, because you're not that old. And yeah, thanks for the cheer. I hope they're doing good. They weren't doing that good a few minutes ago. So good night, Indy, and thank you again. We'll have Florinel to keep the stars and the emotes going tonight. Okay, so we have the timeline, which goes from 0 to 1 seconds and 0 to 1 value, and that 0 to 1 value we're using as an alpha in a linear interpolator. This was Dr. Drogi's suggestion, and I have to super thank him for that. And of course, now the calculations for the start and end locations are done completely unrelated to the script. So on begin play, we calculate the target position to move the object to. Ah, Florinel, you're showing us our badges of pride. Nice. Ah, the Indie Club Live. Yeah, the Indie Club Live, I see you're still using the old one, but Indy received, I hope he uploaded, he received the new ones. I'm trying to optimize a bit, but that one still looks nice with the neon and everything. Lovely, lovely. Okay, I just thinking about it, I would like to do the exact same thing for the rotation, in case the level designer would like to choose in the world settings, oops, not in the world settings, in the details, instead of translation, a customizable rotation. Right now, what we have for rotation is very rough around the edges, just a prototype, so it snaps into the destination. Not cool, not cool. Boom, boom, boom. See, we can do better. And let's apply the exact same logic, but on rotation. Before that though, Roberto asked for a print screen. And you know what, my friend? Let me upload this anyway to the chat, so everyone can use it. Copy, there we go. Boink. So here's the print screen of what we're doing right now. To make it go up and down, up and down. Now, at the begin play, where I'm calculating this the target offset from the location, I will just do the same with translation, and I'll try to pack it up a bit so Nick still likes me and still wants to cooperate with me. Okay, there, I packed it up a bit, Nick. I hope it's better now. I hope it's good now, Nick. Okay, so on event begin play, I will do two things. No worries, Roberto. Let me resend the link. So boom, there you go. This is the link with what we're doing right now. Okay, so on the begin play, other than calculating the target position for the object to move to, thank you very much, Nick. Making progress, I know. I swear, Nick, I swear the next Let's Play, if I don't get Gears of War running, the Gears of War for PC, the original version from 2009 with its editor running, I swear I will at least show you a print screen or a multitude of print screens of my worst spaghetti code ever. But I'll try to actually get it running. By the way, Monday will be Lazy Monday and we'll play quite a few games. I hope we'll play Jenko's updated build from Zombre. We'll play a surprise Croatian-made game. I don't want to spoil yet the surprise. And Roberto, if you want, let's save this for Monday, if it's a game or an executable. If it's just an asset, we'll park it for the end of this stream, in the closing phase. But send us the link either directly in the chat or on the Discord, your call, my friend. Because I'm always interested in what fellow devs are up to these days. It's just a blueprint. Okay, let's keep it for the end of the stream though, so we don't add even more confusion. That's what I'm trying to sort out in these episodes. I realized we were moving way too confusing. So let's do the same for rotation. And the same for rotation should be get actor rotation. This time, instead of location, we'll create two variables, the start rotation and of course the end rotation. They will be of type rotator. There we go, rotator. Yeah, you can either drop it now in the chat. The first blueprint you've done with no assistant whatsoever, that's not just a basic blueprint. Okay, got it. Okay, drop it in the chat or in the Discord and I'll grab it and we'll look at it at the end and you can actually walk us through it. You've put it on Discord, okay. I don't get notifies when I'm live, because of course it goes into stream mode. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. We'll look at it at the end of the stream for the closing phase. Okay, so let's do the exact same thing. We'll get the actor rotation. We'll set it as the start rotation. Boink. There we go. And now let's work rotation as well. So I think this one can be actually expressed easier. Get actor rotation, because the rotation should always be local. Let's try to get actor relative. No. The rotation might work without the need to get the forward vector. I'll try it real quick. So let's do some math. From this start rotation, I will add what is this, a rotator? Okay, I will have to probably add rotator or make transform. No. What operations do I have on the rotator? Break rotator. Scale, I could probably scale, no. Combine rotators. Yes, I could probably combine rotators. And the B will probably have to make something for the B. But anyway, let's do it real fast and say we're just gonna set our end rotation. There we go. Sure, Roberto. Thank you very much again for discording it. So let's say, I don't know, roll value around X 90 degrees. Again, we're looking for now for the local rotation because this will probably be the most common used case anyway. So I'm just manually adding 90 degrees on the roll value to obtain the end rotation, right? And now in the actual set actor rotation, you know what? I'll try to do the exact same thing we did with timeline 0, but we'll do it here for so we'll need to create a new timeline because I don't want to use the same one. Roberto's code looks like hair, not spaghetti. Hair. Hair. Okay. Now you've made me real curious. I just can't wait to give it a look-see. So let's say play from start. This is called timeline 0. Let's rename it actually to movement timeline, and the other one will be called rotation timeline. What is the chushu hair? Chushu hair. What is this? What is this? The chushu hair? If of course it can be brushed to perfection. Okay. And while updating, we'll set an actor rotation. No, we won't need to set an actor rotate. Oh yeah, actually we will. And let's try to actually lerp between the two values. Let's see if it works for... Okay, we have a special lerp for rotators as well, and that's great. So we use the last keyframe, the duration should be 1. I will want a flow track where I'll add 2 keys. The first one will be in 0 with the value 0, and the second one will be in 1 with the value 1. Okay, compiled and save. He's sort of a friend. Like that friend that still didn't clear all the verification process, right? Sort of a friend. He's like almost a friend. Okay, so I get the start rotation and the end rotation, and I will use the rotation timeline to drive my alpha. Okay, let's see if this works first. Let's see if this works, and especially if it works on the local axis of the object. I will quickly move this one here. where's my player spawn point? There it is. This is something I try to do whenever possible. I try to move the spawn point as close to the testing point as possible, so we don't lose a lot of time always jumping around, hopping around, or moving through the map, trying to find the switch we need to pull. Now we're set to rotation and we should be good. Boom. Now the problem is either my rotator doesn't simply it's either working on the world or I'm going into some gimbal locking stuff. Gimbal locking means using more than one axis to reach the destination. Also, we might calculate the end rotation by first breaking the rotator, adding on just one axis, and then remaking the rotator. So I would like to try the same using this formulation to see if we get better results. And for now, I'll just plug this in at the end rotation to see if I get better results. If so, I'll update the method to update the end rotation variable, right? So let's see. Okay, this worked, but because I use now, let's see. So I'm setting from the start and then I'm breaking, then I'm adding negative or positive, and I'm making the rotator again. I'm doing this on update. Oh yeah, let's also check the timeline. Make sure it's not looping, and it's not. Ignore time dilation, replicated, because I did get too many rotations. Set actor rotation on the target self, shortest path. Let's try to use this one with the shortest path, but I'm afraid of it a bit again because of the gimbal locks we might run into. Whoa. Yeah, welcome to the grown-up world, Nick. It's not a like. Please don't take it as if it would be a big deal. So it's not. You know what I want to do? I want to make sure the rotator works in degree. The lerp is good. Rotation on timeline sets the actor rotation. You know what? Let's try something else. Set local. Add actor local rotation. I would like to try with add actor local rotation as well. Don't need. Rotate. Okay. Woohoo! So as the rotation is increasing, oh, silly little me. Silly little me. I need to use a variable when lerping. So silly little me. It will probably work with set actor rotation again. I'm distracted today. Super distracted today. Okay. So the problem is I'm getting the actor local rotation as I'm lerping, as I'm setting it. So you know what? All of this We'll just disconnect from here and we'll bring down here. Okay. And after setting the rotation, instead of combining rotators, let's break the rotator. We don't need this anymore. And let's just do this calculation for now. Compiled, saved, set as end rotation. There we go. Again, messy while we work with it. You have to break some eggs to make an omelette, I hope. Otherwise, you'd be also eating the eggshell. And let's see what's going on here. Now it should work. There we go. Nice and smooth. And you know what? For the fun of it, blam! Come on. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Let's see if the box can push me as well. So I'll just sit the box there and blam. Ah, it missed me. Okay, so now it works. A locally computed. Oh no, Roberto, that's the easy version. This is the hardcore version. I just let them fall and then blam. I don't know if you're actually seeing the FPS. I had a bit of an FPS drop when the physics went haywire. Okay, so let us try to now do something more exquisite here. So we know for sure we can calculate the end rotation by breaking the rotator and adding to it. So this method works. It's legit and it works. But I would still like to find a simpler add rotator or add actor, combine rotators. You know what? I'll turn off the context sensitive and I look at rotator. Get axis, invert, lerp, make rot. Okay, let's try one more time with combine rotators. The problem is, even if I would use combine rotators, I would break the rotation. So if I set here 90, what's up with context sensitive? I was looking for some rotator operations that might not show up with the context sensitive turned on. So for instance, if I keep the context sensitive and I just write rotator, I should technically get all of them, or technically. From time to time, if you break out the context sensitive, you might get, I don't know, make rot, etc. So that's why from time to time you can search without context sensitive and get ideas. Not necessarily good answers, but ideas. So the problem when I'm combining two rotations, first it applies the local rotation and then it does 90 here, which is good, but it does y at 0 and z at 0. And since I would have to make a rotator, let's actually try to make a rotator here. Let's say. But nah, because I'd still need to break the original rotator. So this is the way to work. By breaking the original rotator anyway, and then working to make a rotator. Now the question would be, what rotator to make? Well, we'll need to add a float called desired rotation. And this will be of type float, compiled and saved. By default, it will be 90 degrees. And now let's use this as a variable here. You know what, I'll just break this whole negative stuff for now. Oops, there we go. I'll just break this whole negative stuff for now. Maybe we'll multiply it somewhere else. We don't care yet, we don't care. Why are they sensitive? Ah, okay, Nick, I got the question. So context sensitive refers to the fact that when I'm dragging from a pin, it will show me the commands. When searching through all the commands possible, it will show me only the commands rotator. It will only show me the commands which are compatible with the variable type or the blueprint ingredient from which I pulled out. Where when you disable context sensitive, you access every kind of blueprint option you could find in the engine. So it's a method of narrowing down a bit the search. At the same time, when you dig through other options, you might be surprised. Okay, you might be surprised by what you find, and then complicate 2 episodes of a stream trying methods that go like this. Okay, so we break the rotator, right? Now, where do I want to add the desired rotation? For now, I'm just adding it on an axis, on X, which works, and I'm putting 90, and it will rotate 90 degrees on X, right? There. But I want, when the level designer selects the object, this axis select to still be relevant, right? So I would have to select again, and go from axis select. So if he selected X, if he selects X, nope, I'll have to make 3 rotators. So I won't do the select by this. I will do the select by rotators. I'll compose rotators and select from them. Let's try it like this. So this will be the X one. Then I will make another one for Y, where I add the value of Y. And I keep the original values of X and Z. And then I will make another rotator where I alter the value of Z. So I alter the value of Z. I still have a mistake here. Don't worry about it for now. Let's just break some eggs. X and Y. And here. Let's see if I do another select. Maybe. I should have dragged that one too. So if I do another select from X. Okay. If I do another select. And I just select the axis I want addition for. Whoop. Whoop. Nick is probably having the entire room spinning around him right now. And this I will add to the desired rotation. Okay. Now let's try to somewhat clean this up anyway. Somewhat. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Because now I'm getting the value of the axis I want to change, and I'm adding to that value the desired rotation with which I would like to change, and then I'm making another rotator. My question would be to set the end rotation from the proper axis. So this is the complicated part. My question would be, do I have simpler options? Yes, probably. So I'm guessing I will try just one thing, maybe to add a float to the rotator. If I get the rotator, start rotation, let's assume we add float. So the rotator is of type, no. Or maybe in the set, in this one. Okay, it's good enough and it works. We'll optimize it when we'll optimize it. At least this one, okay, a bit of a grandpa style here, but it works. So grandpa's happy now. Let's just put everything here into a box. Let's just call it make target rotation, and we're done. Compiled and saved. Now remember, we already have selected on the object the Z axis, right? So now we should observe a different kind of 90-degree rotation. Bonk. Beautiful. Beautiful. And just for the sake of the test, let's also make sure Y also works. Boink. Beautiful. Looks okay if you close your eyes, yeah. What you don't know cannot possibly hurt you, Nick. Okay, looks pretty good. It rotates properly locally. Is it local? Yep, it's local. Let's try it with more rotation. And the good part about the method with breaking the float is that, yeah, let's also expose the variable. So let's desired rotation, let's expose it, compile again. And the desired rotation would be 3000, and technically, if I'm not mistaken, if my assumptions are correct, now it will rotate with extra 3000 degrees. There we go. So it does more than one full 360. Right? Okay, we're not controlling the timeline, that's for sure, and that's why we probably lost our physics boxes somewhere in the sky. They're probably flying away. And let's actually go and meddle with the timeline as well. So again, before playing from start the rotation timeline, we'll just copy this part. And actually, why copy this part when we can move this part here and do this. There. There we go. Now I'm setting the play rate only on the movement timeline, and maybe I could do the same for set the play rate. I could switch. I could select based on object type. Boom. Between translation and between translation and get rotation timeline. Get timeline. Get rotation timeline. There. There we go. So now I'm determining which timeline to speed up or down based on the duration variable, starting from selecting it based on the object type, and then flip-flopping A, B, switching again based on the object type, and we're set. This should work. So now, with the rotation, whoop, nice, 3000 degrees. That's how long it takes right now, but now if I modify the duration and set it to 20, la 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 la. See, it's much slower. Much slower, but it's still doing 3000 degrees. Roberto, don't worry about it, my friend. I just now saw your line. Say that with the punch. I didn't see. Yeah, Florino. That's what happens when you close your eyes. I know. Just keep the chin down, my friend. And now, of course, because of the flip-flop, we're working in reverse. Now, we have a single problem, and this is a logical problem, if you will. We have to decide for, so we haven't decided yet. Do we want the switch to wait for the object to finish, or do we want... so, do I want to wait for the switch after I flipped down the switch, to wait for the object to finish and then be able to flip the switch back up? Or do we want for the switch to be flipped, the object to start to do its rotation or movement or whatever, but at any time if I flip the switch back up, the object starts to go back to its original position, whatever you want to call it. So, because we're trying to solve a puzzle game, I mean, we're trying to provide objects for the puzzle game. Yeah, I'm 2 meters tall, how can I take a punch? They do that Street Fighter thing, you know, where they go like Shoryuken or what was it called, you know? They go like, huh! Can I use the middle switch if I jump? That's actually a very good question, Nick. And if I can, it will definitely be a level design fail. But no, I cannot. Fortunately. Yeah, I cannot. However, they are not attached yet if you see the warning. So, you know what? Let's select an actor to message, and for this one also an actor to message. Desired rotation 90. Come on, let's actually try the puzzle now. Boink. Okay, it's rotating and hitting me with boxes. But yeah, I can't possibly... No, I can't reach it. This is good. I'm unfortunately, I have to move this to translation. Translate offset 200. My translation doesn't seem to work anymore. Translation, translate offset on the axis Z. And the duration, I want it at 3 seconds. Oh, the TPC has a higher Z velocity, like the FPS is testing. What is the TPC? Target object or? Ah, it should be minus 200. Minus 200. Say it one more time. So, the TPC. Oh, by the way, let me just minimize this for a moment. Yeah, it's not too loud, okay. Third person character. The template which you used for the cube, you could jump like 3 meters. Ah, okay, got it. I will actually dig in a bit your character because I'm curious about other things as well. Right now I'm not setting the good translate offset, it's 600. Because I want to see how the camera, how you've set up the camera inside it. Let's remove boxes one by one. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Now I can interact with this, but I got the wrong direction. So this object, instead of doing desired rotation 90, should do minus 90. We save this again. Yeah, I'm actually curious how you've set it up because you might have solved some issues the default first-person character has, Nick. So that's why I'm curious. The issue with the camera, I don't know if you were in the stream when Slipcore found it. Okay, so now it rotates properly, but this last object goes underground. So this goes underground. I'll just bring it here, and you know what? This will actually influence this object. And this object will also translate on the Z-axis. 3 seconds. Translate offset minus 400. There we go. And let's put a box. Let's put a box somewhere. Yeah. Like so. Okay. Now let's hit play one more time in full screen, see how it goes. So I'm lowering the ramp, cleaning my boxes, and remember my goal is to reach that box. I've just made up this goal for me. And I can rotate this, which shows me I can use that. And that thing comes down. And voila, I have managed to pass, for example. There we go. We just kinda sort of completed a pretty functional puzzle. Yes, Nick, and that's exactly why we want to see, I want to see, and Slipcore is probably also curious, how you solved, or if you solved, the issue in the first-person character here. So by default, the first-person character from Unreal Engine puts the camera outside of the capsule. So if you look in any part of the game, you go to the corner of a box like this and you rotate. You can see how the camera is arcing over the corner of the box. So it's like arcing, and this is happening because in the default setup from Epic for the first person template, what's actually going on when we're rotating the camera is we have the pivot here, right? So, or anyway, in the center of the cylinder, this is where we apply the rotation, like this, or the opposite direction, and the camera moves according to its parented relationship to the being a child of the cylinder. The camera actually rotates around the cylinder, and I will not fully, a quarter is outside, I think. Okay, so the idea is that in order to get, and I'll demonstrate this real quick. In order to get proper first-person rotation as we know it, I will just reset the X to 0. Check this out. When the camera's pivot point is in the perfect center of the object on which we apply rotation, and again, I'll do a print screen here, but this time using the green color. So I've got the object center, the camera pivot point, and again the object center, right? So now when I'm applying rotation, the same style of rotation happens on the actual camera, and I will also upload this link. There we go. I will actually compile this and will play again coming to the corner of this cube to see the difference. I come to the corner of the cube, I stick to it. Okay, my gun now clips, let's not worry about that for now, but check out how the image rotates now when I'm moving left and right from the cube. You see, it's as if I'm turning my head away from the cube instead of turning my head around somehow the cube's corner, which is a bit unrealistic. But this doesn't solve the problem of the weapon, the classical problem any first-person shooter goes through, of the weapon clipping through geometry. Yeah. If you want, because we did make a bit of progress now, let's just complete the document. We'll look at Roberto's blueprints. And then if you want, we can actually look at your blueprint as well, Nick. So let's see what we did here first to close it up a bit. Oh, let me correct the first-person character though, because this is something I don't want to fix anytime soon, because it's a first-person puzzle adventure game. It might not be as visually disturbing for the people that will work with this project as it could be for the platformer game me and Nick are working on. Okay, so everything is saved here. Customizable parameters in details window, works both ways toggle. Yes, but this is actually moved on the input to interact. Okay, but it works. Was only the hands of the player. You are outside. Outside meaning Florinel, I'll need more info on that one. If I am outside. Oh yeah, you're moving as if exactly. So you in the first one, you're moving as if you are outside. Yes, exactly. In the first one, sorry, as if you are outside the character, as if the camera is somewhere here. So when I'm rotating my head, see, it's as if I'm not watching from here, I'm watching from here. And it gives that weird motion. Because any classic FPS game shows only the hands of the player. I totally agree with you, Nick. Both versions show the hands of the player. It's about how the space around them moves. Okay, for a single time interact, we can do this as well. If we set the interactable object to once. Wind blows in my mic. Okay, does it happen all the time? If it does, I'll have to say I'm sorry. If it doesn't happen all the time, we'll see. And yes, the next fundraiser will be for a mic, or maybe I'll get it myself. No, okay. Doesn't happen all the time. There's something fishy going on here. Yeah, a new mic. Not like yesterday. Okay. Okay, so we're cool for now. So, the level designer can select movement or rotation, check. The LD can select direction, axis, and distance angle to move the object, check. LD can select the time needed to perform the movement, check. So that means next one was for the tablet, yeah. But the first salary I get after the new job, I'll probably invest it myself, Florinel. So we keep the next fundraiser for the tablet. Yes. Totally. Thank you. So I'll actually, the first salary I get, I'll buy a better mic myself. Customizable parameters in details window. Everything is in the details window. It's not the cleanest, but blue would be clean that mess up a bit. For now it works, but the blue step, which we didn't yet do, would be to clean the mess of parameters up a bit, decide what to show based on what the player chooses, or on what the level designer chooses, but for now, Possible upgrades. A more complex physical mechanic style interaction. We don't need it yet, so we won't put it into the pipeline or show in the viewport some sort of connection between interactable and target object. Just wait for our first million. Nick, I hope, maybe I can take it from subs money. Yeah, but at the same time, especially because I have 2 subs now, I don't want to torture you with sub quality audio. So no, maybe I'll take the tablet from subs money. That might be an option. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes. But especially because I have 2 supporters that actually pay for the content I create. This makes me want to improve the content even more, you know? Okay, so this will be in white because it's not yet blue state. There we go. Cool. So we just finished our input to interact feature spec. From now on we can create puzzles using simple movements, but it's better than nothing. We're 1 step ahead. Now, in the order... I pressed the key combo. No, it's okay, Florinel, it's okay. You don't need to, my friend. You don't need to. Um, if you can believe it or not, I forgot my own emoticon codes. Let's see if I can access them from here. I forgot my own emotes. Yeah, Nick knows at what time yesterday I was uploading the emotes. That's why I forgot the codes I've put in there. Silly me. Okay, so now first let's look at Roberto's blueprint. Hey Roberto, give us a shout out if you're there, my friend. Because we're looking over your BPs. Emojis, okay. Emojis, emotes. You call them emoji. Emojis are from Facebook Messenger or from Yahoo Messenger? I don't know who's calling them emojis. No, Yahoo Messenger was calling them emoticons. Get it? Like emote icons. Emojis are from Facebook and emotes are from Twitch. Roses are red, violets are blue. Okay, so what's Roberto doing here? I started with the first picture. So he is doing a teleport. He's doing a teleport in the direction of the camera. So he's just going whoop, probably forward. Yeah, so he's whoop, whoop, doing a teleport forward. Playing a teleport effect and something else here. So he's setting a field of view. He's teleporting with playing an effect or doing something else. And then he's resetting the flag again. You can teleport with a cooldown. Okay, some sort of dash. Yeah, like a forward teleport. Okay, cool. I don't understand why this whole thing is doubled. For a better effect. So he's doing the out hit and then he's getting that location. Wait, we can investigate. And he's teleporting it. Okay. To cover the wall. So if he's hitting something, he's not going the entire distance, he's just going up to the wall, like blip, and stopping there. So he probably doesn't want to jump out of the world if he's teleporting. Okay, looks good, Roberto. Looks good. Okay, and now let's also look in our project, Nick, if you're okay with it. But quickly type if we're okay with it. If we look at the first person, at the first person camera. Okay, you're okay with it, great. So content, third person blueprint, blueprints. As long as you're keeping the external walls far enough, that dash didn't need the check. Yeah, we can also look. See, this is the good part when you share stuff and you cooperate and you read other people's work. We now know something else to look out for in our project, Nick, and we can actually check the dash also. By the way, hello Elkarn23, welcome. We're in the closing phase of this stream, but nice to have you here. Oh, we have early access for the game. Florinel, you are more than early access for the game. You're one of our top supporter backers, user experience director, you name it. Okay, so did you modify the third person character to be a first person one, Nick? Here is where I should look. Location 5, we have a tiny, so in our case, in this game, the problem is 5 centimeters big. So it's still a tiny little bit, but it might not be noticeable. And the best way to test this is if I go in content, maps, level L1. Is L1 the tutorial? I keep on forgetting. Yes. I pressed the wrong key combo and apparently I recompiled all the shaders in the process. Okay, we'll test it like this. Or maybe not. Play from here. Play from here. There we go. Nope. Tab. New game. Okay, okay. With the menu map open. Map view. No, not with the map view. Okay, I got the point. Or this one works as well. Okay. For the testing, this one works. So you just need to go close to. No worries. The character I don't think is changed. So for testing, we need to go close to a corner and rotate the camera. Even though we still have the camera 5 centimeters behind the eyeballs, 5 centimeters is such a small distance, you don't see the effect as bad. See? So I don't know, I go to this corner and for all I care, it looks like it's moving right. So Nick, we don't have this problem. We don't have this problem. Now, if we were to also check the dash, which I guess you were trying to tell me all about. Tab. Continue. Game. Aha. Okay. So use X. But I can't see the X for some reason. I started from level 1. Code it in the third person character. Okay. Got it. Content, third person BP, blueprints. third person character. Code it in the third person character. X set, okay. And you have here something something dash. Set dash. Set can dash. Boink. And we can do this. Up. Yes. Ah, okay. Very good. So I've pressed X and it's space and how was the simple dash? Space space and right click, right? So or no. Variable dash. Just dash. Okay, okay. Calm down. Not can dash. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Got it. Got it. So not can dash, but dash. Set dash. Boink. Boink. And dash is enabled. Okay. Because the can dash is what you're using to determine if it can dash or not in the physical space. Got it. Got it. Play from here. Okay. Tab. You know what? It works from here, I guess. X. It was with left click, not right click. But now because I've pressed X, and because I've pressed X, I was also invulnerable. Okay, so now I can dash. Yeah. For some reason, let me guess. You're using force, Nick, to obtain the dash effect. You're adding a force in the back of the player, right? And you're letting him be pushed by the dash instead of setting a position. I won't even go in the blueprint. Launch. Yeah, exactly. So you're like, this is the, wait, I can demonstrate this with the water thing. So this is the player, and what Nick is doing, my bet is, you're just like adding something in the back of the player that makes him, because of his physical properties, to move forward. Whereas what Roberto, yeah, yes, punch the player. I'd say more like, I don't know how to call it in English, boburnak. He's doing like a boburnak. The camera is right, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's perfect. Cool. Let's get ready to close things. End scene. Transition. Okay. The camera is right, and Nick, you know what? I will let you add, mention, or even better, I would let you explain to Roberto in private, because maybe that works better on the Discord channel, the method you're using to propel the player forward. Maybe he's interested or not in the method as well. It depends on what he wants to achieve. If he wants to physically have the player in the world, or if he wants to make a sort of dash which also makes the player invincible. So yeah. Anyway, camera is right. The dash is super awesome as well. Thank you very much, Nick. Thank you very much, Roberto. Uber, thank you, Florinel, one of the founding bros, and Indie Club Live for being the first subscribers. Thank you so much, friends. And the finish screen. The finish screen. Aren't we running the finish screen with the Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday? I'm confused now, because I can go even better if you want to. I can also do this. Now you can see me in so much detail HD. I will probably get fined by the police for showing my face. Why am I finishing the stream? Okay. So Florinel, you weren't here when we started the stream. I'll keep this one a bit shorter because Irina proposed something I couldn't possibly refuse. Going to Ali Kebaba to get ourselves steak kebab on a bicycle. Yes, Roberto, finishing. We did look at your script, however, and Nick can actually talk to you a bit about the way you do the teleport and the way he also found some solutions. Yes, Romanians can't survive without shawarma, and my Romanian friends. If there's... Okay, Romania may have internet, Romania may have fast internet, but the Croatians have Ali Kebaba. I mean, they're making a beef steak style shawarma. I'm crying right now, thinking that I cannot possibly send it over to you because it will take too much with the shipping, so you'll have to be here to understand how good it is. Yes, we have sarmale. Oh, they also have the exact same of sarmale. So you are welcome. You are welcome to there. And guess what? The Croatians also call them their national food. Anyway, my dear friends, come on, let's go to the actual finish screen so I can show the dates and everything. Thank you again, Florinel. Thank you again, Indie Club Live, for being the first two founding bros. Thank you, Roberto, for sharing your teleport style dash. Nick also has a dash forward based on so he has a dash forward based on adding force in the back of the player. This is the demonstration we used earlier, Roberto. So this is what Nick does. He puts some force here, and then the player goes like, whoop, which is which still keeps his physical properties in the world. Yeah, Florinel, again, do it at least for a weekend just for Ali Kebaba, man. I mean, literally, it's worth the money. But do it on a Friday or Saturday, and that's why we're actually ending the stream a bit earlier. Because they only roll out the steak kebab on Fridays and Saturday evenings, and if we don't get there by 1 o'clock in the morning or even 12 o'clock in the morning, everything will be gone. It's a punch based on math. It's a physically complex punch. Yeah, physically complex punch. My dear friends, let's regroup on Monday. We'll have a lazy Monday, hopefully with Jenko's build, with Jenko's updated build, with a surprise build I don't want to talk about yet. And let's see what else shows up. Yeah, punch from Pythagora. A Pythagorean punch. For those of you who still haven't done this yet, punch that follow button or that subscribe button if you want to support this channel. And everyone, let's regroup Monday, 9 p.m. Central Eastern European Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Daytime, and 12:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time, when we will be having a lazy Monday and playing video games made by the Twitch viewers or fellow developer friends. Work in progress, just the way we like them. Thank you very much, everyone. Once again, for Inel and Indie Club Live, thank you very much for subscribing. It's amazing. I wasn't expecting this today, I'll tell you that. And for now, I'll just have to say bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.